So I'll get us going here. Okay, so we're going to do support doubles. I'm excited about this to get Mark's insight for us. And as I was saying in the opening a little bit, even if you do not choose to play these, you should understand what they are because they are very common. So take it away, Mark. It's
All right.
you have the floor.
Very good. Well, this first is just a title slide here, and it shows where on the convention cards the support doubles show up. But the meat of it is on the next slide. So I'll ask Vanna White here to scroll to the next one.
All right. Look at that.
So it's kind of the use of a bid that you would otherwise have no use for. And the idea is that when you open and partner responds, and then the fourth person to bid has an annoying habit of sometimes intervening. They might overcall, they might make a takeout double, a two-suit takeout double, and this tells you what you can do next if you have 3-card support for your partner's suit. Specifically, it allows partner to show if you open a diamond, partner bids a heart, and right-hand opponent overcalls a spade, you might want to show 3-card heart support with it, and that's what the double means. And that way, if you raise to 2 hearts, it promises 4-card heart support. Next slide, please.
I'm just going to throw it in here just so you guys know, because of the 1 diamond pass 1 heart sequence, and for whatever reason in lessons I get this confused. The reason we want to find this out is partners only promising us 4 there, right? We don't know if they have 4, it's 4 or more, right? So that's why we have to focus on that. I know you mentioned it. I just wanted to re-mention.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And sometimes you'll have 3-card support and you'll say, I don't really want to raise partner, and that's okay. But sometimes you do have, say you have a singleton spade and 3-card heart support, you'll want to raise 2 hearts. And this is a way to show, hey partner, I want to raise you, but by the way, I only have 3-card support on the way, and that allows partner to retreat to your minor suit, for example, if he only has 4. Okay, so they only apply, this is the key slide. They only apply to opener at their second turn to bid when the opponent has bid after partner. And then there's 4 example auctions at the bottom.
Everybody see those? And I can, I'll post the video too, but everybody got that? So these are the sequences. Do you want me to go next slide, Mark, or no?
Yes, please. All right. I just wanted to give them time to study those.
Yep, I do too.
A little bit.
Everybody got them? All right. I'm not wearing a dress, just so everybody knows.
And this is a similar auction. Suppose they make a takeout double instead of an overcall, and it allows you to say redouble, and that's again shows 3-card support. So it's just a use of a bid that you wouldn't otherwise have a definition for. And it's proven to be very handy. There was one particular expert pair that adopted this convention maybe 25 years ago, and since then, pretty much it's completely standard in the tournament world. Everybody plays these now.
So sorry, go ahead.
Oh, just and you often run up against robots who play them or other pairs who play them in these club games, and so it's useful to know what they mean. Go ahead.
If the opponent, if South hadn't gotten in there and you wanted to do the same thing, would you say 1 no trump and then use a new minor forcing or something? What do you do if you?
My philosophy on this is, first of all, you have to have a partner who doesn't mind playing in a 4-3 fit sometimes. That is, and so you have to be willing to raise them to the 2 level with 3-card support, and so that requires a certain type of hand where you think you might have roughing value. If you're 4-3-3, then there's no point in raising them with 3-card support. But sometimes you'll have a shapely hand. Let's say you're 3-1-5-4, so you have 3 spades and a singleton heart.
Right.
And you've opened a diamond, partners respond to the spade, and now right-hand opponent overcalls or passes. I would say this is a 2-spade raise. It's okay. A much better to raise them.
There's I forget the guy's name, but there's been a couple of articles lately in the bulletin addressing that. You know, it's a tough one, Carlene, but in general you'll bid 1 no trump, but sometimes your hand doesn't dictate that, right?
Yeah, I guess yeah, exactly. It depends on the shapeliness of your hand. I get it.
Yeah. Precisely.
So we'll focus on
so my partners and I have agreed that passing does not deny 3-card support. But doubling says, I have 3 card support and I'd like to raise you.
Okay.
Next one.
Next slide, please.
So there's another use of a redouble. I know, it's so exciting, isn't this, everybody?
Yeah.
Okay, and so then this is an alertable bid, just like transfers or and the way, of course, with playing on BBO, you don't say alert, you instead type the definitions. So the person who doubles on BBO has to type in the definition. You just say shows 3 card heart support. If you're playing at the table, on the other hand, in a bridge club, you would, the partner of the doubler would be the one to alert, and they would say shows 3 card support and a raise.
And a lot of people do not alert this, just for the record. So, and you should.
Robots do.
Yes, they do.
Okay, here's another example though. You know, I talked about this, the hand where you have 3 card support and a single raise, you make be 3, 1, 5, 4. This can be, what's really useful about this bid is that can be used for all sorts of powerhouse hands that would otherwise be very difficult to bid. And this is my favorite example. 3, 1, 3, 6, 19 count. I mean, it's practically a 2 club opener. But look at the auction that we've got here. You open a club and partner responds to spade and you say, holy smokes, I have no idea how to bid this. Right? What would you bid if the right hand opponent had passed? You could bid 3 clubs, that's a bit of an underbid. You could bid 2 diamonds, that's a reverse, but it should show 4 card support. You could jump to 3 or 4 spades, but that seems to misrepresent your spade length and your strength. This hand is worth about 21, 22 points in support of partner's spades, especially if he has 5 of them. So the overcall of 2 hearts plays right into your hand. It says, thank you, and then you double. And
Yeah,
partner,
you were praying that they'd bid that 2 hearts.
it makes your hand a ton easier to bid, exactly. And so partner usually will just retreat to 2 of his suit if he's got a minimum hand. Even if he's got only 4 of them, he knows he's in a 4, 3, 5th, but at least he's at the 2 level. And now you can continue with the description of your hand. In this case, you know, if you had maybe 15, 16, 17 points, you'd bid 3 clubs, but this is a 19-point hand, 19 high card points. And so jumping to 4 clubs can describe all sorts of possibilities here. And it just gives you another way, another tool in your toolbox. It gives you another round of bidding that allows you to further describe this hand.
As I mentioned so often, double doesn't take up any space either. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Next one.
That's the end of the.
Oh, that's the end.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Mark,
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, on that hand that you just had there, would 3 clubs have still have been forcing? Yes, right?
No, it's never. Never. Well, first of all,
opener.
if right-hand opponent passes, a jump to 3 clubs shows about 16 to 18 points and is not forcing.
Okay.
It says I've got an intermediate strength hand. It's invitational.
Yeah.
To force, you'd have to jump shift or reverse.
So the 4 clubs is forcing.
Let's see. That's another tricky auction. But 1 club pass, 1 spade pass, 4 clubs. That really
No, in this auction you just showed on your slide there.
If you had not made a takeout double.
No, if you
No,
the exact
exactly
auction you
this
have here,
auction.
If you
I would
weren't
say it's
playing support
giving
doubles.
partner a choice between 4 spades and 5 clubs.
Oh, in this auction, as shown exactly
Yeah.
as you have shown your hand, and partner can bid accordingly. If he's bid on a 4-card suit with only 4 high card points, he might pass anyway. but
Yeah.
you've shown your hand, and he can judge based on that.
Right. My only question was, you know, if I thought that there was still a chance that possibly we could be playing in 3 no trump, if you go to 4 clubs, you've passed that. If I only said 3
Right.
clubs
So you
there,
have to have.
and my partner had a stopper in hearts, we could still be
Yeah.
in 3 no.
So if you had a different hand type, you might want to bid 3 hearts, a Q bid in support of part of opponent's suit. Now that
You
is
want to be in a
forcing.
suit with that hand.
Bidding the
Charlene,
opponent's suit is
Look at
always
the
going to be forcing.
yeah. Look at that playing strength there in a suit, either clubs or
Yeah,
spades.
no, I get it. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
All right. Okay, everybody.
Oh,
So I
wait.
will
Are we
post
done?
this.
I had another question.
Oh,
Wait,
go
one
ahead.
more minute.
Sure.
So what, after your partner doubles, if you only have 4 of your suit, what do you do?
Well, if you have a minimum, you would probably just retreat to 2 of your suit, possibly to partner's suit. also is another possibility if you have 4-card support for partners. But you're generally wanting to show your strength rather than your length. So if you have 4-card spade support and a 6 count, you just retreat to 2 spades and see what happens. Maybe usually partner will pass. You might be playing in a 4-3 fit. It's not a big deal.
Or you have hard stop.
It
You could bid no trump with points. You know, I mean,
with points, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like
with this-
invitational, you could bid 2 no trump, something like that?
sure. If with 6 to 9, you're generally just going to retreat to 2 of your
Right.
suit.
Okay. Okay,
10-11 with a hard stopper, you could bid 2 no trump.
Yeah, you can retreat to partner suit when you have support for them.
okay, thank you.
Any other questions? Anybody else? All right, let's play.
Bye.
Very good. Bye, everybody.